Hi everyone, this is Elocin Ned'RAH with the Modern Day Sage, and this is a weekly Divine Feminine check-in. Before we get started, and I'm gonna make these announcements super quick so we can get into the reading, but I do want to share with you that in the upcoming months, I have a schedule for you guys, what you can expect moving forward. Monday through Friday, I will post a daily check-in. On the weekends, there will be a weekend check-in. Mondays will be the Divine Feminine check-in, and Wednesdays, there will be a pick a card. So if you have any ideas or topics that you want to look into as far as with the pick a card, please let me know. And also, leisurely, I will still be posting videos of me sharing my experiences, and just shedding some light on certain things. And that, like I mentioned, that will be done at leisure. Okay. So, yeah, you guys, if this is your first time watching, please subscribe, share, and like. Well, all y'all, if this is your first time watching or not, thumbs up the video, please. It means a lot to show your support and that you're, resonating with these videos. So let us jump into this weekly's Divine Feminine reading. Okay. Spirit, what messages do you have for the Divine Feminine? What messages do you have for the Divine Feminine for this week? And also, I want to mention here that if you happen to click on this video, later down the line, and the title resonates, please take the messages within this video. These are timeless. Okay, so card that flipped over is temptation, the devil. Okay. Oh, and we have base chakra, the root chakra. And as you can see here, they both red. So what's going on, Divine Feminine? Oh, okay. We got mental conflict. I'm gonna make some room here. Sorry, you guys. Wisdom. The Hierophant. Ooh. And we have the Three of Cups. Rejoice in celebration. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups. Fulfillment of wishes. All right. So it looks like this week, Divine Feminine, there is some type of wish fulfillment, some type of emotional satisfaction here that's coming in. Let's clarify this. We have quest. Ooh, balance. I don't know what's up with me in this. Ooh. But that's what this reading is making me feel like. It's making me feel like it's just, ooh. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, we have instincts. So it looks like the Divine Feminine is really tapping into her emotional satisfaction this week by, going with her instincts, to move along her path, the way that she needs to move along her path to bring her balance. Oh, look, yep, you see that? Solitude. So we got light, which is the sun card. Manifesting. Oh, the 8 of Wands, accelerated motion. Solitude. What is this saying, y'all? Y'all know what this is saying. Y'all know exactly what this is saying. This is saying, you know, freeing yourself from any heavy attachments to be able to go down the path that's right for you is bringing balance in, because you're realizing here that you can manifest things a lot quicker if you're by yourself. If you don't have certain or let's not say obligations, but attachments. Okay? You're able to hear and really trust your intuition. And I want to say trust only because these cards right here, that's speaking of your root chakra and this temptation here. The root chakra establishes trust. It is the foundation for trust. It is feeling secure, feeling provided for, you know, feeling safe. And as we see here, things are coming into balance by trusting your intuition. Underneath that, we have transformation and balance. So it's a lot of major arcana cards here, which means, you know, this is going to happen whether you like it or not. This is happening whether you like it or not. So some of y'all may find yourselves in situations where it's just the universe is pushing you right along. You know, it's going to happen whether you like it or not. So a lot of divine feminine, a particular group that I'm speaking to, is like in a place of, you know, being unattached and really tapping into her inner guidance to travel her path. You know, she's tapping into her body. Also with the root chakra here, you know, her physical vessel. Trusting her intuition to allow the transformation to happen to bring more balance. We have balance here twice. You know, this instinct, this natural instinct that she has is taking over this week. Okay, divine feminine. Let's see. Underneath that, another major arcana card. Harmony. Okay. Passion ignited. Awareness. Okay, we're gonna stop. Okay, Spirit. I mean, I could read that whole deck, but we're not gonna do that. Those were cards that I did not pull. All right. So let's jump into this further. Let's see. Teaching. Changes. So Spirit is teaching the divine feminine to flow through changes, to follow her natural instincts during these major changes. There are major changes that's happening with the divine feminine. Major changes. And all these changes are leading her to her highest good and to the light. She's manifesting. You know, she's manifesting exactly what she desires. You know, a balanced connection, a balanced choice. You know, the Lover's card is here. I can't act like I didn't see that. And we're not going to act like we didn't see that. So love is most definitely coming in for the Divine Feminine. I know some Divine Feminines may be feeling like, they're at peace where they are in their journey. But love is most definitely something that is a part of the Divine Feminine's wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. Also in this transition, I see here that there's forgiveness coming in. So a part of this balance that's coming in, there's also forgiveness. Okay? Let's see here. Now, this temptation, let's see here. We have workaholic, miracle, gossip. So for some, I'm sorry, y'all. And then we have release, okay? For some Divine Feminine, there may be a feeling that, through these changes, you may find yourself being distracted or distracting yourself with a lot of work, or not wanting to be tempted by your love life. And then this too may be something that people are noticing. And they're talking about. You might have someone in your life. Like I did a reading earlier about, the haters. Because they see you working out here. They see you shining. They see that you're turning your pain into something beautiful. That it's a miracle here. That you're as focused as you are. We got to say thank you to the Taurus full moon for that focused energy. But there's something being released here. Let's see what this is. Let's get a little bit deeper with this. Integration. Honoring your energy. I'm sorry, y'all. That says joy. Believe me, it says joy. Okay, so through these changes, the Divine Feminine is most definitely integrating this change. This is a miracle for the Divine Feminine. As far as being able to honor her energy, or the Divine Feminine's energy, and honor her own intuition, it's like she's being led to a place of focusing on something creative, focusing on putting her energy to work for her, monetizing off of the experience. This is almost like the Midas touch, or some form of alchemy that the Divine Feminine, is going through. It's like she's taking her pain, she's taking her fears, and finding security within herself. And her security, it looks like it's something tangible. Not necessarily emotional, but physical based. Something that she can touch, something she can feel, taste, see physically. Instead of something emotional. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I had a phone call and I don't know how I did it, but I knocked over the little charcoal disc and burnt my cards. I didn't even realize that it was on my card. So look, it's further disfigured. It's time to retire these cards. Okay, so let's see here. We're going to go back to this base chakra here. Let's see what's going on. Releasing, enlightenment, bittersweet, victim. So with this divine feminine, no longer feeling like a victim, no longer wanting to, be distracted by what anyone says. She's focusing her energy on making things secure for herself. And in this place, she's releasing that fear, that insecurity, and becoming enlightened in this process as well. She's no longer wanting to be a victim. Yep, you got letting go. Creativity. As she lets go, is more creativity that's going to come in. Let's see here. And this creativity is going to lead to abundance. So instead of investing her emotions into anything other than her own emotional fulfillment through her projects, through her creativity, especially her creativity, because we have this card here, workaholic. As she's investing in her creativity and letting go of certain fears and insecurities, this abundance is here. And this may also be like an abundance of creativity. She's flowing now. She's flowing. Okay, so mental conflict, we have new beginning, emotional release. So as she emotionally release, this is going to help with clarity and knowing how to move in this new beginning, being properly navigated through emotional releases. So it's a lot of releasing for the divine feminine this week, emotionally. Because I feel like a lot of these emotions will cloud the divine feminine's judgment. And even feeling insecure about what decisions to make. Not being able to make a decision. Being all in her head, indecisive. We have rejection. Soulmate. Okay, so divine feminine. It's like now, because of this complete transformation that's taken place, by you releasing emotionally, this connection for the sake of clarity and being able to move forward into a new direction. A lot of divine feminines are walking away, are rejecting somebody here, a soulmate, possibly the divine masculine, and other men at that. Let's see here. It's like she's choosing her growth over anything. She wants to grow. So let's see here. Wisdom. Wisdom. Recovery. Perfection. At the bottom of the deck, dissipating. It's like the divine feminine with this teaching card here has learned her lessons. Has learned her lessons, has learned the lessons of this experience with this masculine. For some, this could be a soulmate, that she experienced growth with for her highest good. And because of this, her learning that, you know, it's all about her own security and finding security within herself and not in a partnership. She's letting go of this particular connection, and as she lets go, we see, you know, transformation taking place and balance coming in where this lover is coming in. Possibly her divine masculine. You know, I see here also a divine feminine that has learned her lessons about waiting. You know, waiting for the perfect opportunity and leaving dreams untouched. Let's see here. Grounding. Retreat. Ancient wisdom. The bottom of the deck. Movement into balance. So it's a lot of balance that's just coming in for the divine feminine. A lot of balance. Divine feminine is able to ground in that wisdom, that knowledge, that richness of the experience as she's by herself, as she's retreating from situations, people, places, and things that no longer serves her highest good. And realizing that, you know, through these experiences, she cannot wait to make something happen. She cannot wait to live out her dreams. So we have here, rejoice and celebration. Okay, we got this dissipating card again. Complacency, look, that same old lady. Same old lady. You know, I see this as the divine feminine not wanting to be stuck and not living her dreams. She wants to live her best life. It's like she set herself free here. to truly enjoy her true emotional satisfaction, her fulfillment of wishes. We got grief here. Self-worth. You know, what may have kept the divine feminine stuck once again is the self-worth, you know, the insecurity, not feeling like she's worthy, probably being made to feel like she's not worthy, you know, victim here. As, you know, tough of a pill this is to swallow, it's because of the divine feminine own self-worth, insecurity that kept her stuck. And through this experience, I see that the divine feminine most definitely became enlightened to her own energy of who she is, what she's capable of, especially when she's happy, how she's able to create an abundance of happiness, of her wishes coming true, even when it comes to love. So she's most definitely moving into balance for this week. Let's see, we got movement into balance, inner journey, and discernment. Yep, as I was saying, as she's by herself, her intuition is just going to come to her. And this is the natural state that the divine feminine will be in. Moving forward, there will be many signs that follows, synchronicities, dreams, you know, to confirm, birds, shooting stars, you know. Okay, so let's pull some additional messages for the divine feminine. What additional messages do you have here for us, Spirit? Okay, we have the Four of Wands, holding on to something. The Queen of Swords, yes, and the Empress. So it looks like the divine feminine is most definitely holding on to this energy of, you know, having to be cut and dry, having to be cold and distant in order to be this Empress who is abundant. You know, the divine feminine is cutting out things that no longer serve her, being direct, being very direct in her communication. As she should, as she embodies the divine feminine. Not taking anything less than what she deserves. We got the Moon card here, feminine energy. So this full moon might have revealed some of the ways that the divine feminine may have felt trapped, the illusions around being trapped, And actually seeing her true reflection as being abundant, being very fertile, having more than enough, being safe and secure on her own. Okay. So let's pull from the Witch's Wisdom Oracle. Okay, Spirit, what additional messages do we have here? Okay, we have tarot cards as the card that came out. And at the bottom, we have Lord God, masculine. All right. Let's see what Lord God, masculine reads. Okay. The power of the Lord God is required for the situation you are inquiring about. Toughen up and use the masculine energy that pulses through your very being. Whether you are male or female, you must acknowledge the natural presence of both energies that reside within in order to make up the whole of who you are. Right now, you are urged to connect with your masculine side and to harness the driving force of independence. A rational and analytical attitude is required in order to override any emotions that often rule you. Unleash your rebellious streak and be willing to use force if you have to. This is not a time to be passive or accepting. The Lord God is waiting to be called upon so that He can provide you with the tools you need for the battle ahead. With the divine masculine on your side, you can be sure that you are on the winning team. This is a auspicious omen, which is a very good thing. Your emotions have influenced you. Logic needs to be used at this time, which we have here, the Queen of Swords. Do not accept the first offer that's presented, right? Because you know your worth. Draw strength from past experiences. This situation calls for you to be rational. Being highly driven and competitive serves you right now. Be a rebel. So yes. And now we're going to read tarot cards, guidance. Okay, let's see here. You have been so distracted lately that important messages are passing you by. You've called upon guidance and as yet have not stopped to notice or hear the answers that it brings in oh so many forms. Be still, breathe, and relax as guidance coax you to use your magic wand to light up the dark chambers within and reveal your natural wisdom. You have all that you need as the tarot takes up its sword and offer you its cup of life to quench your deep thirst for answers. As you drink of its sweet nectar, you will find all the advice and knowledge you need from the personal growth required to carry on. Your newly found insight will expand along with age-old wisdom of tarot and guidance to illuminate the way. Follow and trust the messages that are revealed, for they will point you in the right direction with the pinnacle to protect you. Tarot reveals the answers you are seeking. Don't be too proud to ask for help. The signs are all around you. Look for them. Learn and study the tarot. You have a natural talent for reading tarot and delivering messages. Trust in your psychic abilities, and you always know the answers. That is most definitely the Divine Feminine. If you did not hear today's daily message, please check that message out as well, because this is kind of like the same energy from earlier today. Okay, and so we're going to pull one more card from the Sacred Rebels Oracle. We're probably going to do top and bottom. Get all the messages we can. to guide us through this week, Spirit? What messages, final messages do you have for us? And for the collective, for the divine feminine. Oh, okay. Shock of the new. That's pretty. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, we have listening for truth. Okay. Listening for truth. Let us see. 36. And before I get started, let me just take a sip of water. Okay. Truth speaks to us constantly, but not always in words. It may communicate through a feeling that is hard to put in words, but brings an inexplicable sense of peace, trust, and the knowledge that somehow everything is going to work out perfectly. Even if there is little evidence of how it is all going to happen. You are being asked to listen for the truths beneath the words rather than the superficial messages of the words themselves. This is especially true for the communications of those around you, the press, the newspapers, and the mass media. You will begin to hear fear in the words and actions of those around you, even as they preach love. Listen deeper. Listen for the truth. This oracle comes with a message of truth for you. You are hearing something that is not being said, and what you are hearing is truthful. You may feel as though you are the only one that is ready to hear or see it. Perhaps you have been working in a situation or loving in a relationship where truth is consistently denied. We live in a world where truth is frequently avoided out of fear of what it might reveal. At the basis of such actions, consciously or not, is a deep sense of unhealed, toxic shame. If you or someone else is fearful that the truth will expose rather than free and heal, then some personal healing is required. It is time for letting go of old wounds in favor of a greater sense of self-love and acceptance. You are being asked to love yourself enough to honor the truth, even if you feel you are the only one doing so. Sacred rubble needs truth like lungs need air. Truth keeps. Oh, let me drink some water. Let me put on my glasses. Where are my glasses? I don't know where my glasses are. I'm sorry. Okay, let's try this. Truth keeps the energy of life flowing through the rebellious heart. Lies dampen the spirit of the sacred rebel. Even if those with less awakened hearts fear the truth, you must not turn away from it. Don't resent this state of affairs. Perhaps your job is to show the truth can be witnessed, even when many may want to hide from it. What others do is always their choice, but through your honorable deeds, done with integrity, you will be set free. No matter what the outcome, you are a truth seeker. Never deny or try to quieten this down to make others comfortable. You are meant to be an agitator at times, even though you don't have to confront people to do it. You don't necessarily have to say a word, though sometimes you will. Often you will agitate in the most loving sense by unveiling truth simply through your knowings. Hold compassion for the truth you hold. Do not use them as knives to cut another or yourself with harshness, but as the clear insight that allows one to loosen the knots that bind simply by knowing which thread to gently tug. This oracle brings you guidance. If you have been worn down and depressed by the lies, gossip, deceit, or backstabbing going on around you, don't fret. Get out into nature and spend some time communing with the infinite. Healing will come to you now, no matter how many times, in how many ways, or by how many tongues untruth is spoken. You know what you know in your sacred, rebellious heart. The truth is your connection to the living truth of life itself. Don't give up. Just open up to healing and know that the truth always eventually prevails. So that is the messages for this weekly Divine Feminine reading. If you did not check out the video previous to this one, the daily check-in for today, I highly suggest that you do, to get further information about the energies that we are in, especially if you are a divine feminine and you find yourself in a situation. There are things that you can do to keep yourself balanced, okay? So check that video out. Be sure to drink water. And if it resonates, please let me know in the comment section. Also, please be sure to subscribe, share, and thumbs up this video. And if you want to book a reading with me, my information is in the description box below. So until next time, Divine Feminine.